right, apply transforms. This one doesn't really demo in a very cool way. The result isn't that impressive unless you know the pain of dealing with instances and trying to apply their transforms. What exactly that means and the sort of mechanics of it I'll dive into in a second, but just let's first quickly demonstrate it. So right here we have this cube, which is the same cube as all these other ones. So I can demonstrate it as follows. And so this one, it has some rotational values. This one has some scale values. So imagine this is the asset that I want to export into a game engine, and the surrounding ones here are just sort of the ones that I'm using here in the scene. But this one I really care about, so I might want to apply the transforms on it. And so let's try and do that right here, and like it changed to 0, even though these are all instances of each other. The reason that's I think impressive is because usually when you would do that in Blender, and you would do it by hitting Ctrl A and you say rotation and scale in this case, which is what we're doing too, rotation and scale. Position is not enabled. So what it'll say is multiple objects share the same data. Do you want to make it a single user and then apply the transform? So like that means you're breaking the link with the other object. So if we were to apply it, all right, well, that's fine, except now the others didn't really get affected. So like we didn't really apply the transforms and still keep the link, because now if I edit it, it's not going to do anything. And even worse, if I link it back up again, so I could like select all of these and say link object data, you can see all of them are like changing alignment, and otherwise might also have changed scale if we change that. So yeah, none of that is ideal. And that's why I developed this little function, because it does enable us to, like, let's go further back. Is this where? No, further yet. There we are. So now actually we can apply the transforms and we're still in action. Better yet, we can do it for multiple objects at the same time. So this one I already did. Let's pick these. So selecting it, apply transforms, both at the same time. We can validate this. Like this one now has rotation 0, scale 1, and rotation 0, scale 1 on that one too. And the reason you don't see anything change visually is because, like, if we go to these first ones that were the original ones with the applied transform, so these had 0 on all rotational axes and 1 on all the scalar axes. Similarly here. So like it didn't change visually, but it did change numerically. I don't know how to say that word. Anyways, we can reset that, of course, if we select these first ones, apply transforms, and now these are the ones again with the applied transform numbers. Yeah, so you have to be careful a little bit though, like when you select a range and you would say apply transform, it's going to say like this group, it's not going to allow this transform, because it has to always find a leader, or basically an object that it knows, like this is the reference point for the transform. So if I select an active one now and try again, that does work. If I make a selection like this and we do have an active one and try again, it's not gonna be able to do it, because the group cube, so this is the cube group, doesn't have a leader either. It does allow you to work with groups that don't have a leader if they have shared transforms. So like between these two, the scale is similar, and between these two as well. So I can actually have these two be selected without a leader. And if we try it now, it's not going to work until we turn off rotation, and now it does work. So because it's just going to set both of them to 0, or sorry, to 1 in this case on the scale, because they had similar values, so it doesn't need to know which is the determining or leading object in this case. We didn't look at position yet, we looked at rotation and scale. Position, of course, like let's say, for example, we were to do it now. Let's do all of them at the same time. So I'll pick this one, like some funky numbers, apply transforms. The numbers look great, but the pivot is in Timbuktu. So we don't like that. But that's what happens, like we're applying the position. So it makes sense that, you know, the pivot, it goes all the way to the origin of the scene. Let's undo it real quick. So the way you might want to use this in practice is, let's say we make a duplicate, an instance, of course, and like we have it over there, and we might be like, well, we want the pivot to be like kind of in the center. Then you can use this tool as well. Like there's other ways, of course, to adjust the pivot that you may find more intuitive or handy, but like it does work in this case. So we can just say apply transforms, and now the pivot moved to the center. And oh, it did that for all of the other instances too. Yeah, let's try once more, like applying all the transforms for objects like these. Like let's use this one as an the determining one. So it's going to place the pivot over there, but like when you select any other object, the pivot's going to be like in weird places. So yeah, be conscious of using position. It is disabled by default. Like default, it's only position, or sorry, rotation and scale that are enabled, and you can like set it to any configuration, any one of those. All right, thanks for watching.